Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of the Uber Spotlight. This time we're going to be featuring Mega Lucario. Obviously got a huge buff with the auto speed boost that Mega's got in Ultra Sun and Moon. Adaptability close combat hits incredibly hard. It now has a buff in Meteor Mash, which gives it a great stab to abuse before I had to use Iron Tail, and it has priority in Bullet Punch, being able to revenge kill Pokemon like Xerneas from a certain amount of HP. As far as speed goes, it is relatively fast. It actually forces a lot of Arceus forms to run faster than 355 speed, and being able to essentially 2-hit KO the entire metagame with the right coverage makes Lucario a giant threat. But again, Arceus can outspeed it. Arceus forms can outspeed it with just a little bit of investment, and it struggles, I think, versus. I don't want to say versus Fat because it's not necessarily true, but Fat runs Arceus forms, so it struggles versus support Arceus forms, and it actually struggles to get up in SD for the most part, but it doesn't usually need it. And if your opponent does have Ho, so if you are fighting Jambad, unless Lucario is running Stone Edge, it's not doing much. Same thing with Zygarde Father, but at +2, Lucario can actually KO Zygarde in regular form. So it's a great mon, hits incredibly hard, has a bunch of checks in the tier, but still incredible on offense in my opinion, especially on sticky web teams and things like that. But before we talk about Lucario, Ubers is suspect testing, which is good I think for the Ubers tier. They talked about how they want to create a great metagame and whatnot, and this was touched upon several months ago with me and Aberforth, when Ubers changed their policy, and now they're finally acting on it. But they're suspect testing Gothitelle and Gothorita. So they're not suspect testing Shadow Tag, because that would obviously include Mega Gengar as well, but they're suspect testing Gothitelle and Gothorita, which I think has to do with PP stalling, which they're specifically focusing on. So they don't want to do a complex ban by banning Gothitelle plus Shadow Tag together. So I think that would make Gothitelle, if it does end up getting banned, the only Pokemon to be in Anything Goes and PU, if I'm not mistaken. Now, as far as how I feel about this, I'm actually a huge fan of Gothitelle. I'm a huge fan of trapping Arceus forms and PP stalling them, or any support mon in general, and 1v1ing them, allowing more unique Pokemon like, for example, Reshiram to put in work. And I'll give the example of my road top 10 in Sun and Moon, where Gothitelle wasn't as explored till the ending where I used it, and because of Marshadow and whatnot, and obviously Dark types receiving that buff, not being hit by Prankster moves, and being immune to that sort of thing, so it gave that Dark type buff. So Gothitelle wasn't really seen as much, but now in this generation we've even seen it more, which is interesting because there's also the rise of Necrozma Dust Main, which in theory should shut down Gothitelle, but it doesn't, because again, support Arceus are forced to be ran because of Pokemon like that, because of Pokemon like Zygarde, Salamence, and whatnot. So it's really interesting to me. I'm not leaning towards any side right now. In fact, I love a metagame with Gothitelle. I think it's really fun. It does limit outplaying, because obviously the Gothitelle user is typically the one that's in control, I want to say, because it's not hard to bring it in on support Arceus forms, whereas the Arceus form mon or any fat Pokemon has to be the one doubling. But it does limit counterplay. Again, that doesn't mean I'm for the ban at all, because I love Gothitelle. I love trapping, man. It's so fun trapping Arceus form. They can't do crap, and then because of that, my cool Pokemon gets to do work. But in any case, let's actually look for some battles. Big shout out to my boy Austin again. Before I went to DR, he put together some Lucario teams. There was actually only one Lucario team, so you guys left a bunch more after, so I was able to put them together, but I want to give him a shout out anyway. So the first team is from Saxman, and it actually has a great matchup in this. I made it 4 attacks. It was, I think, initially Swords Dance, no Bullet Punch, but in this, obviously, Bullet Punch is amazing. Diancie, its speed tier is faster than Kangaskhan. Really cool team on my opponent's part. Keep in mind, guys, I am incredibly low on the ladder. I've not played any games in the suspect test, so that might obviously mess up a few things. Kyurem kind of just claims one. Metronome, Veltal, Mega Lucario is ridiculous versus him. Only reason I'm not leading off with it is because he does have what I'm assuming to be Focus Sash Arrow. Okay, first off, I just realized this guy has like 13 different Mega. This is just his team. Maybe I shouldn't take this one as seriously, but I don't want to get messed up because of it, because he has Deancey, Kangaskhan, and Aerodactyl. That boy thinks he's playing Battle Spot Singles Special Edition or something. Combine Arceus Fairy is just going to win the game. He can't break it. I will lead a Veltal because he cannot kill it in one hit from anything outside of this mod. Now, this mod is interesting because I don't know if it's his Mega. But we'll get in our Groudon. Giratina walls half his team. Lucario KOs half his team too. And if this thing Mega Evolves, that means Kangaskhan is not his Mega. So, well, now he can't Mega Evolve with Kangaskhan. If he actually got the defense drop there, or defense raise, it could have been a little bit more annoying. But we'll go for Precious Blades. Earth Power should not be able to knock me out because I am Spadef. I made a few changes to your team, by the way, bro, because I like the composition, but some of the movesets, or some of the UV spreads, I wasn't a big fan of. So I made Groudon Spadef because the team is really weak, and gave Lucario Bullet Punch because the team is really weak to certain things. Now, I'll just go for Stealth Rock. Yeah, I kind of figured, I'm not going to lie, I figured a Water Attack was going to come out. I mean, you see this thing on fire. It makes sense. I'm going to be completely honest. Like, I did figure he was not going to go for Secret Sword. Now, I'm not quite sure if Lucario actually OHKOs this thing at that range. Arceus Fairy has no switch-ins and he has no Fairy Resist, so there's no reason not to go out to this thing and click Judgment. We'll look for more battles. Maybe we'll get a few in this one. Maybe we won't, and we'll just use it as you know, that starting point to get the other spotlights a little bit better. But I mean, whether Lucario is KOing Mons in the 1800s or KOing Mons in the thousands, I think you get to see what Lucario does regardless. Now, if it was bulkier, I would honestly go hard Lucario right now and just SD up. I don't think I need an SD to win this game. I do need Arceus Fairy, however, to win this game. And Giratina seems to be the most expendable. Kyurem can take a hit from Zygarde. And Arceus Fairy kind of beats everything, like I said. So I will Toxic first as opposed to going for a Draco, because I don't want to drop one and have Ice Crunch. If that was Mega Arrow, which I'm pretty sure it was, that would have been a lot. But actually gets a defense drop, which I'm not too mad about, honestly. Again, if it was Mega... Okay, he gets to crit after. I think that would have been close. I think that would have been around 50, so I don't think that crit... I think that crit didn't matter. It's Mega Evolve. I can't see my Lucario for whatever reason, but we'll Mega Evolve, and he just dips. So I'll look for another game with this team. I don't know if he realized it was over, or... Okay, so this is a little bit more standard-ish. Love Lucario's priority in this game because it's going to help me not lose to Deoxys, and same thing with Skyman, maybe. Scary team, though. I think Yveltal's a great lead, though, as I expect it to be either Sash Deoxys, or not Mewtwo at all, but what? That man got what does CTC say? League Goated, and he could not take it anymore. Is the timer not on this game? Okay, I'm about to say, what's happening, man? Can I just get a game? I mean, I don't mind. Again, it's speeding it up. Perfect. Now, you might laugh at Charizard, but Charizard X I've explored a lot in Ubers in X and Y. I think Edgar did as well. I don't know if you guys remember the Black Stardust. A good friend of mine, great Ubers player, whatnot. And it was a Pokemon that actually hits incredibly hard. Wow. Pokemon with Tough Claws and ridiculous attack hitting hard. So Lucario's job in this game, with Swords Dance and Rocks up, it can actually KO a lot of his team. I'm going to lead off with my Kyurem because it gets a KO and he cannot KO it at all back. So I literally click my Z move and it gets a KO. I'll just click Sub-Zero Slammer. Focus Blast is not going to knock me out. I think Draco actually OHKOs Gengar, so that's probably the better play. If he sets up with Arceus, is that a problem though? Okay, actually yes it is. If he sets up with Arceus, no, either way he can set up with Arceus. It depends on his speed on Arceus, but they're usually Chopper Berry too, so I'll go for my Z move right here. I just realized he has a Charizard and a Gengar, so this is not a Mega Gengar. Hey, but me having Stone Edge though is actually kind of fire. I'm gonna go Luke right now because I would bring out Charizard right here before Rocks. And everything else I feel like I can switch into. Okay, actually looking at his team, the best answer is Yveltal because his only way of dealing with Yveltal. But still timer is staying on because raising the... What? Showdown, stop it. Stop holding my hand. Okay. Thank you. Now, the reason I said this is because the only mon he could bring in would be Zekrom that could threaten it with Bolt Strike, and I obviously had 100% switch into that, which is Groudon. So, if he clicks Outrage, I have Arceus Fairy. Once I get up Rocks, I calm mine up with Arceus and I win this game. Hone Claws, raise my accuracy. Oh, are you Z? I should actually fear this if he's Dragonium, but I'm going to set up my rocks anyway. That is an interesting idea. I've actually used sub leftovers Hone Claws back during Black and White. But in this metagame, I don't think it's that good, especially because Dragon Claw is not going to do crap. So we're going to roll him out. What, 40? Yep, 47. Roll that boy out. Close Comet is getting harder and harder for him to switch into. I love it. I absolutely love it. You can catch this Roar too. It might Earthquake, but second due to Waterfall me. Or go for a Water move versus me. Do I want to take a Dragon Claw? I don't. I'll go Arceus Fairy. I expect him Dragon Claw again. If he subs, it doesn't matter. Bolt Strike only matters if he gets the para. Yep. And I'm not going to bother predicting Groudon or Arceus. Again, Arceus is a problem if he's max speed. I'm kind of hoping he's not max speed because then Lucario can come in and get a KO. And again, I do have Lucario Stone Edge on this team. I do have Stone Edge Lucario, excuse me, which is nice for Charizard. So the best plan is to stay in and go for 2 more Judgments. But I'm going Lucario. He has Waterfall, so I don't think he has Earthquake. Which means I don't think he can KO me. I'm going to assume it's Shadow Claw. Plus, I'm going to be faster than him. I believe it. Except for, obviously, Extreme Speed. But, okay. Lucario picking up its first KO. I'll take it. Ideally, he goes Charizard. And I get to Stone Edge it. I put Stone Edge on this one because switching to Ho was a little bit annoying for this squad, too. Actually, it originally had Stone Edge, but I put Bullet Punch, I mentioned. So, all-out attacking Lucario is definitely one people can run. I don't know how much this does, but I'm really curious. I don't know if that crit mattered either, because I know this almost this KO's Palkia 100% with rocks, and without rocks it has a small sliver of a chance to. So I'm not entirely sure if that crit actually mattered. Now, as far as Mewtwo goes, Giratina is still good. Groudon is the most expendable, and I can save Lucario because it's faster than Charizard versus Ardwide. It's a Lava Plume here. I would Roar. But I don't see the reason to, especially if he's just going to go for that. I think Yveltal is just going to win the game with Metronome Dark Pulse anyway. And once Yveltal gets any hit off on Groudon, I win the game with Lucario. So if he switches out, if he stays in, I win, because nothing else beats Lucario anymore. And if he goes Groudon, I think this Dark Pulse is going to do like 50, if he's not Spadef. Yep, 53. And that is a KO after, for sure. There's no roll there at all. Groudon goes down. The only mon I should actually worry about is the Mewtwo, to be honest. Like, I should switch out when he goes Charizard here. But if it's Zardex and it sets up, it has to Flare Blitz to knock out my Arceus anyway. Now, let me just get Dark Pulse. He might not be max speed anyway. Though you should be. That's Zardwide. So he wasn't max speed. My Metronome is boosted, so even if he goes for a Calm Mind, Mewtwo is for sure going down. Alright, good game. Lucario took out 2 Pokemon. I'll take it. Alright, let's go. Katie passed me a team. It's also some Lucario offense. Oh, who would have known on the Lucario spotlight. Nice squad. Okay. So we're Swords Dance Lucario. Standard Swords Dance Mega Lucario. With Scarf Xerneas. Sub Chopo Arceus. Swords Dance. Primal Groudon. Calm Mind, Kyogre, and PokeaimMD Yveltal. And I actually like Sucker Punch a lot in this game with a Deoxys and a Genesect. So now I don't like. I'm just trying to think on my answers. I'm gonna lead Lucario because you should lead. I was not gonna say Blaziken, but like I'm gonna Mega Evolve in close combat because if he doesn't have Protect, he's dying, and I'm faster than him once I Mega Evolve. Even if he becomes Mega Blaziken too. And close combat is going to pick up a KO. I let off with this because if he led Genesect, which doesn't typically run a fire move, if it's Scarf... Oh no, he knows. If he low kick... Yo, this is a problem. I'm going to hope this man does not low kick. And if he baton passes the ground, it's a problem too. High jump kicks. That's the same thing. Just a problem with me. So Arceus does eat the hit, but I don't think +2 Extreme Speed will knock him out. I'm pretty sure Moonblast knocks you out, though. Poison Jab. That boy's trying to say, stay out with Xerneas. I honestly want to go Groudon and get a Rocks and just not ignore that threat completely because I think that +2 Lucario can win this game. And I think that I can KO with that, so I'm actually going to do that. Rocks to break sashes and try and win the game with +2 Lucario. I'm trying to show off what Lucario can do. Obviously, I'm not trying to lose to Blaziken in the process, but also the fact that he has to hit 2 or multiple helps as well. And we will definitely take some rocks to break Deoxys' potential sash. Now, Big Kyogre's in. And you know what? Extreme speed. Yeah. Arceus plus Lucario wins the game. That would have been amazing to hit, especially because he went for sub, so he probably wouldn't have been able to get up a sub and would have died. But Origin Pulse knocks me out. Now, I think that's offensive if it's sub, and I want to say that Lucario knocks him out, but the safest play is to probably go Veltal. Actually, no. I should have went Luke. That's bad because now he can go into... I'm going to Black Hole Eclipse. But I'm hoping it knocks him out because if it doesn't, it's really bad because I need to Sucker Punch that Genesect. But at the same time, great. Thank you. Z move plus my ability knocked him out. At the same time, I think it would have been okay because... like, my plan to beat Genesect is still... yeah, it stays the same. I need damage for Luke. Geomancy... we'll sack our own Xerneas. I think keeping the Veltal alive is smart. Sucker Punch. Taking damage, whatnot. Goodbye, buddy. So the thing about Lucario is it can KO depending on his investment. I'm also pretty sure Arceus eats one of these. Arceus is the play. Yeah, because Veltal's going to eat a hit from this thing always. The Veltal's going to be key plus Lucario. I should have went Luke and probably went with roll. What I actually should have done was gone Luke in general versus Kyogre. Obviously, I wouldn't be in that situation had I hit the attack. Oh, Bullet Punch would have for sure KO'd. Thankfully, he went for Focus Blast. I always would have Moon Blasted Arceus, especially because of the likelihood that they're running that item now. But the fact that Xerneas goes down is nice. Again, Rocks being up is really good. I'm assuming it's just Stealth Rock, Groudon, which means I need a little bit of damage on it to knock it out. With close combat from Lucario, so if he wants to get up Rocks, it's fine. That's nothing. Goodbye, buddy. I think that crit might have mattered too. I just win this game with a Veltal outright. I might be able to. So I think because I can potentially win it with just a Veltal outright because I have Sucker Punch, Oblivion Wing, or whatnot, the better play is to go Luke. I would definitely not live that Loud Plume. That's Mega Groudon. That's Mega Groudon. That's Primal Groudon. It's to go Lucario, weaken him, and then get in my Veltal and click Dark Pulse because I think Dark Pulse entices Blaziken to want to come in. I want Blaziken to come in before Genesect since I need to recover all my HP before. Because if Genesect comes in first, it's worse for me. Alright, well, now he knows that I'm not. I mean, he already knew I wasn't Choice Lock, but he gives me the Deoxys, which is great. I might just be able to win in general with just Oblivion Wing. I have to Oblivion Wing here. He's not extreme speed because he's not shiny. I've lost the game. So I think it honestly was because of the miss on Press's Blades on Kyogre. Like I wouldn't have lost Groudon and Kyogre would have been dead. Because especially if it's offensive Kyogre, Press's Blades does like 80 to it and he wouldn't have been able to sub. But that's the oops. That's the that's what happens when you use Press's Blades, right, over Earthquake. So this guy has a nice Lucario matchup versus me. In fact, I think it's an auto L. I'm not going to lie. I do have Defog, though. And he doesn't have a Kyogre switching, so... Origin Pulse. Yeah, the fact that I have Defog is really good here. I gotta be careful not to lose to the Naganadel. I missed turn 1. Amazing. So now I don't even limit him to just 1. He gets up both Rocks and... everything. So I get rid of Shuckle. Rocks are a little bit annoying, especially for a Veltal, because I don't know how easily I'll be able to defog here. He doesn't OHKO me with anything though. That's why I should have went Luke on Lucario. But what? Are you kidding me, bro? Can you hit? I'm going Xerneas. I'm gonna go Xerneas and just defog. Tired of this. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but I don't care. You don't need these hazards. Also, I think he's the mix one, so he might just Earthquake here, so I don't want to go Groudon anyway. Yeah, I need Rocks up so I can beat Naganadel. This man's a monster. Origin Pulses, which is great. We're going to press his blades first before getting up Rocks, especially because he could just be Max B Kyogre, though I kind of doubt it on Sticky Web. And I get a crit. Nice. That's for the Yveltal. Though to be fair, that was my best opportunity to defog anyway. Yveltal comes out. I actually want to get up Rocks on you, because first off, I know I'm faster than you, and I wanted Rocks for Naganadel. Especially because Luke is so good versus you. I wonder if you're even gonna go Luke. Yeah. Wow, my Groudon did way more work than I thought it would. So Naganadel comes out. The beast that is Naganadel. Honestly, Lucario's best job in this game is to risk a speed tie versus his own Lucario. Actually dropped the Draco on me, which isn't pretty. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think that Luke, because I'll be able to SD on this, because Fire Blast is not going to do that much. I'm super tempted to click Meteor Mash here, because I think it does like 50-something% to Aegislash, but we'll just click Bullet Punch just based on what he's been doing. That crit did not matter, +2 adaptability and whatnot. He also might be adamant Lucario because it is Sticky Web. What if he's the rare Vacuum Wave? I actually have one Vacuum Wave Lucario myself. Oh, that's definitely not what he is. Yveltal eats this, right? Because otherwise I just... No, Aegislash. I 1v1 Aegislash anyway. What? Bro, I'm not entirely sure what you're doing. Hey, whatever. Luke got his kill. I don't know what's happening right here. I'm not entirely sure. I'm actually going to pause it, guys, real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we're back. So the next team we're using is by Neuro. Sorry. I actually might get interrupted just one more time, I believe. Oh, and this is straight up real team. SD Luke is incredible. I don't see a Dark Resist, so I'm assuming that's RC's Fairy, which makes SD Luke even better. That's excuse me, that's definitely max defense Zygarde. For sure. What do we have here? Life Orb Ray, Spikes, Geomancy Xerneas. I'm about to just lead off with it and just start breaking through Groudon, because once Groudon's in versus Kyogre, I kind of kill something. So I'm a Geomancy up turn 1. He's gonna Fake Out. Yep. Actually, yeah, I'm a Geomancy up turn 1. Let him go Groudon. If he doesn't have Roar, then why is this play Showdown Uber Suspect Test? If he doesn't have Roar, then I'm gonna do a ton. And like I said, the second Groudon's in versus me, Kyogre just destroys him. Oh, that's beautiful. And I thought he mispressed his blades because it did nothing. Did I win? I think I just win. He has to like Fake Out me, so I might just win right here. I don't know if Gothitelle takes this. I don't like how these things are not loading up as much, but Groudon going down means you'll never be able to stop it. Arceus Water comes out, which cannot KO me regardless, even if I don't KO it back, which I do, and I don't like that that's Arceus Water on that team. I would much rather prefer Arceus Fairy. Arceus Fairy, first off, Zygarde plus Groudon plus Yveltal check. Necrozma does main well enough, even with Sableye. And you are so weak to dark type attacks, like it's ridiculous. And like, if my Metronome Yveltal in this game, for example, I would have clicked Metronome. I would have been able to click the Dark Pulse repeatedly and just won. So now we have a game where I do not really want to play. You can't Spore Feral Thorn, so can my Mons load up Showdown? You crazy, bro. He has Taunt, the only Smeargle. But that's okay. I'll be able to break that. I have Dragon Tail. It's worth power upping again. Yep. So get rid of Smeargle. My taunt will end this turn as well. Now the thing about that is this monster gets to come out, but that does give me Giratina, which can actually defog first. I think defogging is fine, especially because he's leftovers. Beautiful. And this is bad though, because I might just lose this straight up. No, my Kyogre will eat a hit, right? So we'll go Xerneas. We'll click Moonblast. Depending on how fast he is, because he's Glare, he might actually be slower than me. We'll click Moonblast. He's gonna Glare me, and I know he's gonna try and go for that sub. Is it worth Geomancy? Am I faster than him if I Geomancy? I kind of just need him to not have a sub. He did become Father Form though, so he's even slower now. I would just start attacking me. Like, I really would. Like, I'm obviously breaking through all these, and look how low Zygarde is. But you know what, at the end of the day, like, yeah, like right there, he crits me on the first one. I'm gonna get full para right here. I don't, and I'm actually able to get rid of Zygarde. That's incredible. This is like the best possible thing I could ask for. I only have paralyzed Giratina, and I have a... Wow, this is incredible. I did not expect to break through that. Typically, Zygarde wins in that exchange. Necrozma Desk Main comes out. Go Giratina right now, as he Swords Dances, and I'm actually going to sack my my Xerneas right here, just in case he goes for the Z move. He can also just Ultra Burst. If he Ultra Bursts, this is a little bit more threatening. I might just lose straight up. That just goes right for a regular Sunsteel Strike. Huh. I think I either got outplayed here, or... Okay, keeping Rayquaza alive is good for extreme speed. Did I get outplayed right there? I might have gotten outplayed. I think I definitely got outplayed. I don't want him Zing me. So I'm going to go Ferrothorn. Now, Ferrothorn actually gives him more attack, so it is Ultra Necrozma. Okay, so that's better for me because I have Shadow Sneak and Priority. Let's go for a Spike. Earthquake for sure knocked me out. He actually throws off his Z right there. Please break through, Giratina. I need this chip damage on Necrozma. This is gonna be some good chip too. This is like what, 40? Actually, Grisius Orb. Yeah, 36. Yeah. I think I live that too because I'm max defense. Yep. All right, you actually need to get both of these. Thank you. Lovely. And now we can just go Luke. Yeah, Kyogre in the back is good. Because I get to Bullet Punch and knock him out. I actually think depending on the Deoxys, I don't think it could be Sash, but because it's Taunt Smeargle. Oh, are you actually Sash Deoxys? Might come down to me not being flinched. Never mind, he crit me. I lost. That's it. I needed at least enough HP to take one hit. Because now he's just going to go Skyman. Well, if Skyman misses... This isn't even 2 a KO? Oh my god, Rayquaza, what happened? Skyman can still miss. Seafair is an Oko Kyogre anyway, even from Life Orb. I doubt that. Really? Oh, I'm minus Spadef. I'm minus Spadef. Okay. I should be minus Spadef actually. No, I'm minus special attack. Really? I can't. Okay, I know that's Life Orb, but I can't believe 356 Kyogre died. That's ridiculous. Alright, we'll look for another one. This is probably better for the lower ladder because it's just straight up sticky web offense, so it's good for fast games. And has Adamant Lucario too, so it hits incredibly hard. Ground MZ, Groudon, Eruption. Like this Groudon just KOs his entire team. Alright, so Smirgly. Have fun. Always Nuzzle, Xerneas. As he Geomancies. Imagine I skill swap here. Does that make a difference? Not really. Get on my webs now. And I don't want your ability because I don't want you to have your ability because you do too much damage. So you can go ahead and give me that Fairy Aura. Not that that'll actually matter. You don't need that. I mean, I still boost. He's still boosted in this case. It's an odd play. So because he's paralyzed, I can actually afford to Earthquake into Explosion. And because he actually got paralyzed there, I can actually afford to Rocks, which I wasn't going to do. And now I explode. Hey, beautiful. Beautifully done, my friend. Beautifully done. Alright, Groudon, do your thing. If he goes support Arceus, it dies. If he goes Salamence, he dies to HBIs. If he goes anything, it dies. Mence. You defog Mence? I hope he's not defog Mence. Nah, max special attack. Alright, that's the beginning of the end because Groudon is actually going to kill every mon in his team now with Eruption. Necrozma does main? Bro, that's not a counter, my man. I don't know what double you were expecting there, but good B. That's game. It's actually in my best interest to go Arceus Ground and just throw off my Z move. That doesn't matter either. I don't think that matters at all. Like I said, it was in my best interest. And the fact that I did not knock him out is incredible too. Because I can sack this until I get in Groudon. I guess you could be Scarf Spectral Thief. Huh. Ideally you're not. I actually think he might be Scarf Spectral Thief. No, he went Dusk main first. Never mind. Are you actually Scarf Spectral Thief? Nope. Yeah, good game. Luke wasn't able to do anything in this game, though, unfortunately. Like I said, that was... I literally told you at team preview, this is the type of team that's just Groudon food. Just straight up Groudon food. That Groudon is ridiculous to switch into anyway. Ooh. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I get to try and use Sticky Web. So we're going to Nuzzle first as he goes Espeon. And I'm going to skill swap so I get his ability. Hey! And there goes the webs. So I get webs up, which is awesome. I love that. I'm actually going to get my rocks too with Landorus if possible. Which I think it will be because he has the own tempo, so... he didn't like that. That man did not like that. But yeah, the plan was because he kept the own tempo, and this is probably the only opportunity I get up rocks. Go Lando, click it, then start clicking Earthquake and start breaking down something, and then get... Basically, Lucario in that type of matchup, especially because he had Ferrothorn and Kyogre, oof, Pokemon that just drop. Especially because I'm adamant adaptability. Smeargle time. Not Groudon. So Groudon's a little bit interesting or scary because it can definitely rock posture. I'll go Lando because I'm faster, so it's a good win. It's a good play, like regardless of what he wants to do. Do I lose this actually? No, I'm gonna get my rocks because my Arceus Ground will live one, so I'll get my rocks here. Yeah, especially because I can bring an Arceus Ground right now. You could easily go a Veltal, but I would love for it to switch out. I would love for Groudon to switch out. Especially with rocks going up for Deoxys, and the fact that Deoxys is paralyzed, sash broken and whatnot. I could easily see him doubling. But it's not quite yet. Like, this mon wins the game. It's faster than Metagross, faster than Groudon and whatnot. But it's not quite yet the time. So Spec Xerneas is the play. As he Dark Pulses. What we'll do is we'll get in Smeargle now. Because Smeargle will allow me... I wonder how Skill Swap works in regards to his ability, but Smeargle will allow me Sticky Web. So I get my webs up, which is amazing for Grosswind at Mega Evolve. I wonder how this works. I'm just going to spam spin. Give you rock pauses, it doesn't matter. I want to Stone Edge here. And he got me that turn. Basically, I want Stone Edge because Veltal coming in is annoying. But I guess I get in Xerneas anyway. Yeah, I didn't want to go for my Z move either. I'd rather, especially because he Rock Polish, I think because I'm adamant this Extreme Speed will KO. So that's good. I basically got the turn back. Like, had I Earthquaked anyway, I didn't knock him out and he would have done that damage. So I got the turn back. I got rid of Groudon. Duskmane comes out. If he doubles out to a Veltal, good play. If not, this Granium Z is going to hurt, my friend. And I don't know why he got rid of one more of the answers to the fact that you don't have your ability is annoying. That's actually scary. I'm gonna Rock Tomb first because I don't want him going hard at Veltal. If he goes out to an Arceus form, it's going to die to Eruption regardless. If he I have to go for Rock Tomb first too, because Metagross didn't take... Metagross was not hit by Sticky Web. Perfect. As long as this connects, I'm good. Nice, I win. I don't see myself losing now. Deoxys is for sure slower than me, and Eruption is going to kill something. And if he goes up to a support Arceus type, that's going to go down. A Veltal comes out, even though he's more than likely going to click Oblivion Wing here. Xerneas is still my play. Especially because I'm adamant Lucario as well. Like, I don't know if you guys realize how big of a difference that makes in attack investment. Like, it's 427 versus, like, 389. Look at that damage! And I'll risk my Lucario here. Because I think Bullet Punch was the only play to go for. And now we can Mega Evolve, get off that close combat, good B. And as long as Xerneas is alive, which it is, I'll be able to outspeed Veltal and knock it out. You should be Scarf of Veltal on this team, but don't crit me, so my Xerneas can just win. It's a... Wait, what? It was Metronome. Oh, thank you. GG. I didn't... Oh, so it came down to that speed tie right there then. It came down to the speed tie versus Xerneas then. Didn't realize how much that mattered then. Crap, man. Just still sun boosted, so I should Eruption. He should actually switch. Oh, he had Sucker Punch. Alright, so we'll get the hell out of here. I said good game already. So yeah, it came down to that speed tie then between Xerneas and that. I didn't realize he was Metronome and Veltal. I had no way. I thought it was Scarf the way it was being played. What played on my opponent's part though? To force it down to a speed type. I didn't even think about Metronome and Veltal at that point. And even though I just used it. A girl as no name? What does that mean? Price. Oh. Sec broski. Blunder's asking me to record. Alright, so let's see. Swords answer their attacks. Scarf of Veltal is beautiful in this. Thunderwave this. Ultra Necrozma. Love Scarf of Veltal. To no drawback lead. Especially because I can go right out into Kyogre and he can't do crap about it. Is that offensive? If he Rock Tombs, this actually is bad. I'm glad Pokemon are having sprites when I send them out. Alright, so he made the play that doesn't... Unless that's Arceus Water, which it could be, yeah. Toxic is something he could do here. Am I weak to Xerneas? I don't want to just click. He Judgment crits me. Sick. Unfortunately, I can't use my Z move immediately, but yeah, that crit sucks. And that's like a defensive. That crit sucked, man. Holy crap. Alright, I'm gonna Thunder Wave, which is, I'm glad we have Thunder Wave, because that might actually be the difference between me losing or not. So you're definitely toxic here, right? God, he went hard Groudon. I think I lost this game. Legit. That crit was so big. Like, my Arceus Fairy's role in this game is to check the Evoltol, and I can't even do that. Oh, he rocked him me now. That's a toxic. I'm still faster than him, which is funny. That is really funny. I think it's in my best interest to actually not recover into Judgment, to put him in range of what I'm hoping is in range of close combat. 54 is so iffy. Doesn't matter. The fact that he doesn't, the fact that Kyogre's faster is better, but and him giving me Groudon was great. So I get to kill Liquidation as many times as I want. But it's gonna be tough right now. It's gonna be super tough. I didn't realize Blunder was coming back so quickly. That took so much damage. Liquidate as he sucker punches to finish me off. I'm getting Luke now, just bullet punch to avoid sucker punch damage. I have Justified. Maybe I should have stayed in regular form and got the +1. Okay, so it's not terrible, but I know that's like some Z Splash Solgaleo crap. It could just be Scarf. If not, I kind of just win the game right now if it's not Scarf Solgaleo. Especially if he gets full paralyzed. Oof. There you go, Luke. Oh, no! Dark Pulse spam can still win. Actually, depending on speed. No. I'm still faster. Ah, man, Lucario, bro. Why are you failing me, man? 86? That's not enough. I would have killed rocks. Why'd he go that? I guess just to weaken me for Xerneas. Do I win this game with Dark Pulse flinches? I might have won the game anyway, depending on the Xerneas and depending on Para. Because Oblivion Wing might win. Goes for sub, which is interesting because you would think that you would attack more when you're paralyzed. What are you doing? I do one more. Why my opponent just throw away the game? What type of game plan? Did I lose? Sash. No, I lost. What was this game plan? Wait, he might be Nasty Plot though. The game. What? I don't understand. Was my opponent just trying to make it as close as possible? So, the difference in this game. First off, I hate the lower ladder. But the difference in that game was Rocks. Rocks actually won that game. Wow. Also, my opponent not making. How far have I fallen? I might still lose to this too. I'm Nasty Plot, by the way. This is my boy Amazing Mo's team. It's Nasty Plot Lucario, which is something you don't ever see in the tier. But Nasty Plot Luke, Mix Ogre, Spadef Groudon, Arceus Dark, excuse me, Charlie Berry, Ho-Oh, which is beautiful in this. I'm actually going to lead off with it. It's actually not beautiful in this. I'm really weak to. I'm leading off with Lucario. I'm going for game. I've had enough of this game. I'm going for it right now. I'm getting a sweep. It sucks. I'm checked by Hitmonchan. Why do you have to have a chimp? Why does he have to have a Hitmonchan? Actually, might not be checked by Hitmonchan. I know I'm about to get hit by Sucker Punch. Alright, so I'm +4 Nasty Plot Lucario. Let's see if we can beat this team. I'm not switching versus anything. I don't care. I know that I know Amoonguss is dropping. Nah. That's +4 adaptability. Lucario getting the sweep. This is the perfect showcase. What's that? I'm faster if you Mega Evolve. I'm faster, my friend. And we +4. Ah, perfect. At least I got to show you how Lucario fares in the Sticky Web metagame. Nah, you dropping too, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful. This made me feel better after all those L's. I always get a bunch of L's, though, when I'm on the lower ladder of anything. Then as you get higher and higher, keep winning. Look at Lucario 6-0. I'm going to click Dragon Pulse. It's about to kill you. I'm actually going to click Aura Sphere because I haven't clicked it once. Beautiful. Oof. Good game, dude. Good game, Thunderquack29. I really get pride in winning that game. I'm a terrible person. Alright, I'm in there. No, let's look for another one. Even though I think it's the best way to end it. So, the annoying thing about this team is, first off, SD Lucario was a lot better. And I can't even break through Chansey with my Lucario set. Super annoying. I'll go Ho because I have a Charty Berry, which I thought was one of the better things in this. So this will allow me to... What type of Ho is this? It's defensive, right? Yeah, it's like mix. This will allow me to actually... He crits me, which thankfully doesn't take me out, but this will allow me to actually weaken the Groudon, which I think is worth for sure. So he can easily go for that again. My Kyogre is going to go in because he has a Chansey. We'll get in my Arceus form right here and just go for Recover. This will allow him to get in his Xerneas. But weakening Groudon is useful for my Solgaleo, my Lucario, and whatnot. I'll defog immediately, actually. Because I don't want him going Xerneas or Chansey or whatever. Chansey's odd. Because that gives me... I'm going to go Groudon because I actually rather get up Rocks. Last game I lost because I didn't have Rocks up. And that's probably a support Arceus with defog. He actually could have double defog and Xerneas and that, but... Give me my Lucario! Counter. Ooh, okay, so let's see what type of support Arceus you are right now. That man went for counter. Let's see if you're taking it. I'm about to nasty plot up on this bad boy. What's up? I'm nasty plotting. You gonna go for counter again? You can't. Do I want an Aura Sphere or do I want a Flash Cannon? This is the bad thing about Luke. Like it's actually not as strong as, you know, it's supposed to be. I don't care about this Chansey too much, but if I can get an opportunity to KO Marshadow, I'll go for it. And apparently, adaptability was enough to knock out Chansey. So you know what? We'll take that. Chansey's gone. He's gonna go Marshadow. He gets Spectral Thief. It's not gonna really matter, I think. But I'll go Ho first just to pivot. I want to see if he's Life Orb or not. Oh, never mind. He went Mewtwo, which makes it a little bit harder. They don't usually run. Okay, he could be Mega Mewtwo X though. I like Lucario's speed tier in this because I will knock out Groudon. If he's X, this is bad. I'm gonna get the Arceus play though, because if he's not X, then he can't. He is X. But it was X and he had Drain Punch. He could have Stone Edge too. Yeah, I think Roar is just my best play all around. So, get in Marshadow, break a potential Sash, which is awesome. I go Ho just to pivot. I want to see what type of Marshadow this is. Just to pivot and get some sort of something going on. We'll double out into my Arceus Dark, because he could go Groudon, he can go for a rock move if he has it. Just goes for Spectral Thief. Interesting. So I'll pivot again, because I get my regen. Keep pivoting. Get my nice regen, because Ho is going to be really important so I don't lose to half his team. And Arceus Dark does not allow setup by me clicking Roar, and I get a KO with Flash Cannon, so that's really cool. He could be Scarf. Just defogs though, which I don't think matters as much. Especially because I got him into Groudon, which is sick, because that's just a free judgment. That's beautiful. And that damage is good for Flash Cannon. Okay, go ahead and give me my KO right now with young Flash Cannon. Look at Lucario coming through, getting another kill. Good B. Good B. Good B. The fact that he's not low kick on Mega Mewtwo actually makes it a little bit easier. So I'll Flash Cannon again. Again, it makes it easier because Kyogre becomes a giant threat. Drain Punch doesn't do as much as low kick, obviously. Those Zen Headbutt's annoying. He's probably going to go for it, and I'm going to get flinch. Ooh, I didn't. Hey, that's some damage. I'll take that. Surprised that KO me. Is Totemizing the play here? This will definitely knock you out. I don't know his Arceus form, honestly. And if it's dark, I'm going to lose to it regardless. I actually need Lucario if it's dark. But this thing is too much of a... Like, Mega Mewtwo X, especially... Like, I'm really fearing the Rock move as his last move. Not Ice Punch, but the Rock move. And it's just Arceus, which is not that much better. Definitely not that much better. Depends though, if it's not Stone Edge, I think that... If it's not Stone Edge, I think that Ho wins. Yeah, I think that Ho wins if it's not Stone Edge. Which it obviously wasn't. Not sure why he wins Xerneas here. Oh, he's Geomancy Defog? So he doesn't miss Thunder. That's really cool. Let's assume he doesn't have Thunder right here. I have to go off Thunder misses anyway. So I think Toxic was my play. If he defogs here, I think he wins. That's really cool. I'll take the L. If that's the case. He might just not have it though. He might just be Focus Blast that. So that's why Toxic was my play. Psychic. Hey, I knew I could still win with Ho. This mon is stupid. Honestly, without Stealth Rock, this mon would be the most broken Pokemon in Ubers. Easily. I'm gonna end up at 100. That's why Toxic was my best play. Like, just in case he didn't have... There was no way... Like, if it was Defog Thunder, then that would have been nasty, but... Alright, it still comes down to me versus Marshadow. I think the best play is just a Brave Bird. He forfeited. Okay, I guess he doesn't have a Z on it. Yeah, whatever. We won. Luke got rid of Chansey, which was nice. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.